to talk about topics, or maybe just to address some issues. Envision Radiance is to assist, it is to encourage, it is definitely to inspire and to educate. We are illuminating the possibilities of your imagined future. Envision Radiance is very much so positive content. We focus on things that are positive, uplifting, things that will motivate you and propel you forward. Um, Envision Radiant also promotes people's ability to learn, to grow, and to evolve. Now, with that being said, we at Envision Radiance, we do, and we've heard and we've seen all type of things, all type of questions, and there's all type of possibilities of answers depending on where you would like to go in your life. Um, Again, today, my name is India Hopkins, and we will be discussing tips. And the tips today are dealing with illumination and illuminating the possibilities of your imagined future. When I say illuminating, I'm talking about shedding light. And when I say imagine, I'm talking about dreaming or your vision. So that is what we're going to be talking about today. Just a few tips to help you illuminate the possibilities of your imagined future or your future goals or something that you would like to do. When we start this process off, what we really need to do is we really need to remove all the masks and be comfortable with your authentic self, your real self, the person who probably a lot of people don't see because we most oftentimes wear so many masks to fit into different areas of our life. In order for us to start the process, we would have to remove all of that to get down to the core, to the nitty gritty, and just see what we got there underneath it all. And then you're going to have to be prepared to push beyond your comfort level. We're going to activate faith over fear. Faith is dealing with what you believe and how far you're willing to go in that belief. So that is what we want to do. We want to push past your comfort level or your comfort zone. It sounds really hard. Um, it's not hard, but it does require your work. We want to have an open mind. In India, what is an open mind? An open mind means that you are ready to embrace things that you may not know. You are ready to deal with situations you may not have ever encompassed before, but you're really, really ready to embrace, to look at things from a different point of view, to hear different methods of getting the same results that you want, different advice. In the end, it's going to be you, it's focusing on you, but it's just a different way to look at how to achieve your goals. That requires the open mind. And then we're going to listen to our inner voice. Our inner voice is the voice that lets us know that we're doing a good job, or maybe we've strayed off a track, or um, it should be positive. Let's just say our inner voice should be definitely positive. It should definitely let you know that you are on the right path. It's going to let you know things like I'm being honest. It's going to let you know that you're not lying, you're not cheating, you're not stealing, you're not hurting anyone. Your inner voice, in order for you to be the best version of yourself, is going to be giving you very much so positive information, positive feedback. Um, then you want to um, do the work. So we all know we like things to go smoothly. We like it to go easy, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I've heard that phrase. But this is going to require some work, and it's work you definitely can do because it's the work you're doing for yourself. And that work is going to be different for everyone. It's not something that you need to be um, really nervous or anxious about, because again, this is dealing with where you want to go in your time frame to reach your goal. But we do have some work that we need to do, and that work could be tips and tools. It could be restructuring how we think. It can be instilling positivity in a negative situation, just looking at it from a different frame. It could be any number of things, but it all begins with you. You're going to motivate yourself. Motivation. We're used to coaches and trainings and all of these great things, but with those tips and tools and with all of the things that we want to do for ourselves to be our best self, we're going to motivate ourselves as well. So if that means you had a rough night and you get up in the morning and let's just say you're not ready to face the world. If it takes for you to lie back down, roll to the left and roll to the right, and then get out the bed, that's what you want to do. If it takes for you to focus on birds chirping outside of your window to motivate you, then that's what you do. Perhaps you might even have to start with gratitude. I know for myself, I wake up in the morning and I like to use things that I'm grateful for to help me get my day started. It lets me know that things are okay, even when they don't seem to be okay. Look at the milestones that I've already been through. Look at the things that I've accomplished and achieved, what I'm appreciative of, so forth and so forth and so on. We definitely want to stay focused. We have to stay focused on tasks. Once we start this journey or this process, it is imperative that we stay focused. We're not going to let any unnecessary distractions deter us from being the best person we can be. I've heard so many people say, you're going to be your 2.0 self. You're going to be your authentic self. You're just going to be the best version of you. You're already great. You're already unique, and you're already on your way. We're just implementing some things that you want to instill in your life to propel your future forward. And then once we've stayed focused, which we're going to continue through the whole process, you're going to allow yourself some reset. Reset means we didn't accomplish all of our goals on our path. It's okay. It's okay. We didn't accomplish it. So we have two options. We can start from scratch. A reset can be from scratch. No big deal. We just reset our mind. We reset our goals and make sure that we tailor them in order for us to be able to accomplish our goals. Or you can take a break, get you some reflection, and start back from where you left off and propel forward to where you want to be. Either way, you're still accomplishing that 2.0 version of yourself. You're going to need some alone time or some downtime, which means you're going to have to disconnect or unplug. I'm not sure if you're a social person or if you're very family oriented, but you're going to have to disconnect so you can have some alone time so that you can be still and be present in the moment. To make sure if this is still the route that you want to go to your 2.0 self, sometimes when we're still, we have mental clarity. All of that is needed on this road, all of it. So again, we want alone time and downtime, and we want to be still. Then, who doesn't like a celebration? I love celebrating. I love celebrating small things, medium things, large things, all of your victories, all of your accomplishments. They are all worthy of celebration. Now, side note, we don't want to get caught up in the celebration. We do want to celebrate all of our small victories. That's going to help to motivate us to continue on our journey to being the best version of you, or for you to be illuminating the possibilities of your imagined future. So celebrate, have your favorite meal, have a glass of wine if that's what you do. Um, Spend time with family or friends if you can. Whatever your celebration is, celebrate. But then we have to get back focused and continue on our journey. Can I just share this with you guys? I've told a lot of people this and they looked at me like I was absolutely crazy. So I hope you guys don't look at your screen and say, this chick, India, is really crazy. But here's the thing. If you are not becoming the best version of yourself for you, not your mom, not your dad, not your husband, not your wife, not your children, but for you, no one else can benefit. And I mean, no one else can benefit. Not you, not your family, not your coworkers. This has to be something that you're doing just for you. And you deserve it. You deserve it. So can we just start and say that you're already unique, you're already special, you're already great, just as you are before this journey. What we're working on is propelling you beyond this journey. Life is a journey. It's continuous. It has highs, it has lows, it has ups and it has downs. You determine where you want to be at on your journey. You depend on yourself and those who are around you to push you and to propel you forward. But you can just motivate yourself also. You can get focused. You can just become you, the bear you, the you, the spectacular you, the authentic you. You can just be you. And you can work towards illuminating the possibilities of your imagined future. I don't know what that is for you. I just know that I'm already celebrating because I know you're going to do great. So I know if that means that you're going to have a new career, you're going to be doing all of the things, all of the training, all of the expectations to get you that position. If you're starting a business, I already know you're already working on it. You're doing the education, you're getting all of the tips, the tools, everything so that you can be ready to launch that business. If you're working on something, let's just say breaking the habit. It took you 30 days to start the habit. Should take you 30 to 45 days to break the habit. But you have to be sure, number one, that this is what you really want to do. And number two, it has to be a plan. And our plan is to remove all the masks and be comfortable with yourself. Be prepared to push beyond your comfort level. Have an open mind. Listen to your inner voice. Do the work. Motivate yourself. Stay focused. Allow yourself to reset. Rest is so beneficial. 8 hours of sleep, 6 at the least. You got to get some rest. And then we're going to celebrate all victories and achievements. You can do it. I believe in you guys. I'm already excited about this. It's a process you can do alone. It's a process you can do as a group. It's a process you can do as a family. But it begins with you and it ends with you. And we've already started because you're already great. And you're already unique and special. And I really believe that you guys can do it. And I really believe that you are on a journey to propel you to your 2.0 authentic self just by watching and being at this Success Fest. So it has been wonderful. It has been great. My name is India Hopkins. I am the owner of Envision Radiance. Be you authentically. Thank you.
Feel like you just can't get to where you want to go, that you work really hard. Maybe it wasn't the right time. Maybe I should have done something differently. Do you ever have a hard time forgiving yourself for a past mistake or choice? Maybe you feel guilty about the level of success you have achieved. I don't know about you, but some of those things definitely have happened for me. And I have to work at making sure that I'm forgiving myself consistently so that I can feel good about wherever I am in my life. And over the next 20 minutes, that's what we're going to work on. I'm going to teach you a 30-second forgiveness practice that you can do anytime, anywhere to begin to let go of and release any feelings of guilt, shame, unworthiness, so that you feel that you deserve the level of success you work so hard for and that know that you are enough. I'm Tina Neese, the best-selling author of 40 Day Love Fest for You. And over the last 12 years or so, I've worked with thousands of people so they can feel happier, love themselves a little more, learn to forgive themselves, and just feel better along the journey. Because a lot of times we feel like, well, if I just get to this next level of success, if I just make more money, if I just finish this project, well, then I can spend more time with the family. Well, then I can feel better. Well, then I can work on myself and those issues that I have. But we're always working so hard. We get in a little bit of a cycle of trying to get there, not quite getting there, feeling guilty, and we just kind of get stuck. So I really want you today to work with me during these next 20 minutes. And I don't want to just speak at you. I want to work with you. So I really hope you have a pen and paper handy. Maybe a favorite pen or any pen, notebook. If you just have scratch paper, that's okay. Any kind of writing utensil and paper that you might have. So I want to make this session with you as powerful as it can be. And we'll do it together. Okay. So, the first thing I'd like to do is get right into the 30-second practice because it's really the key to begin to let go of all of that stuff. Okay. Now, you might have some things that you have worked really hard on and you just can't forgive yourself. You know, you might have those really big things you might feel guilty about from past choices. At the same time, you might have little stuff too. Like maybe last week, a friend asked you if their outfit looked good, and you said, "Oh, yeah, that color is great on you." But really, the outfit wasn't that great. You weren't completely honest. So sometimes it's little stuff. Maybe, maybe someone asked us, "Well, who ate that last thing?" And maybe you really did, but you didn't want to say. So you just kept your mouth shut. And then you felt kind of bad, like, I guess I should have told them. I don't know. So I want you to just kind of think about all those things. And there's no right or wrong. We can, as we work together today, you can use big stuff or you can use small stuff. But as you get that pen and paper handy, so we can begin this first exercise, I want you to just take a couple of deep breaths. Okay, just kind of center yourself and maybe imagine yourself in your happy place. For me, it's a beach. Love the beach, summertime, sunshine, perfect. Maybe for you, it's, a hammock. Maybe it's just a nice, comfy bed that you're just lying on and you get to relax and you don't have to get to the next meeting or anything else. So, whatever that is, just imagine yourself, close your eyes for a minute, take a couple deep breaths, and imagine yourself in that place of peace. Okay. Because the next thing I'm going to have you do on that paper and pencil is for 30 seconds, and I'm going to be silent. Okay. So just giving you a heads up, it's going to be quiet for about 30 seconds or so. And I want you to jot down everything that comes to mind, big or small, that you might be feeling guilty about, that you might have been holding on to, that you might want to forgive yourself for. Anything, big or small, like some of the examples that we gave. Okay. So I'm going to start that timer, give you about, 20, 30 seconds. Write everything down that comes to mind. Okay. Go. We're at about 10 seconds, okay? I'm at 20 seconds, so about 10 more seconds to go if you can think of anything else to add to that list. Okay, so let's wrap this up at this point. You can always come back to this list later and add more things. So some of you might have one thing. Some of you might have 20. You're a fast writer. Whatever you have, I want you to pick one that we're going to do this practice with. Okay, just one of those items from your list. Now, when we do this activity, this 30-second practice that you can do anytime, anywhere, you don't even have to write it down, but we're going to write it down today. You want to focus on just one thing. Okay, we're not going to get bogged down into the details of the item that you want to forgive yourself for. Okay, so the next thing I want you to do is, if you have a big piece of paper, that you're using, I want you to just draw a big square on it. Okay, my square did not come out very well, but you're going to draw a big square on that. If you like something that would be the size of a Post-it note, okay, draw a square on your paper. Because this practice, the idea of this practice is the simplicity, okay, the simplicity. And this practice has 4 parts. I know, 4 parts, little tiny square. Got it, right? And the 4 parts, I want you to just maybe hear the couple examples that I'm going to give before you do any writing yourself. The 4 parts are: 1, you're going to have like a greeting. So this is basically a letter of forgiveness to yourself. So you're going to say, dear, and I'm going to use my name, Tina. Dear Tina, I forgive you for blank. You're okay anyway. Hugs, Tina. See how simple that was? 4 steps, simple. Now, we can get a little bit more detailed. So that's why I want you to hear out a couple of different examples. So, dear Tina, I forgive you for lying to your friend. I'm going to practice forgiving until I let it go. Or, and hugs Tina. Or, dear Tina, I forgive you for lying to your friend. I'm going to make it up to her. Hugs Tina. Okay, it can be that simple, but it's 4 parts, all fitting on this small note. Okay, the other thing can be something like this: dear Tina, I forgive you. You don't even have to put the what, just I forgive you. You're okay anyway. You're a good person anyway. You're generally nice most of the time. Hugs Tina, something like that. Okay, the idea is that you say, I forgive you. You say something that's like a little bit of a feel better thing, and then you close it. And it all fits in this one square. Now, here's a situation. The next situation I want to give you the example of is that sometimes it's a really big thing. And maybe we just don't feel like we could ever forgive ourselves. It's just that big. And in that case, this is what I want you to write. And this is a practice. I want you to write, dear Tina, or, dear your name, obviously. Dear Tina, I forgive you for not forgiving yourself yet. I will practice forgiving until I do. I will practice forgiving until I feel better. I will practice forgiving until whatever. You write in and fill in that blank. And then again, we still end it with sincerely, hugs, bye, whatever. Now, the power in this practice is that you're practicing. It's not something that might be instant, okay? And that's okay. It doesn't have to be. But we want to, and I'm going to hopefully maybe you can see this. I'm going to try and get that there. Oh, maybe not. Okay. So basically, I put these examples on the paper. I do apologize, I'm not getting on there correctly. So again, dear Tina, I forgive you for blank. You're a good person anyway. I like you anyway. Something like that. Hugs, Tina. Or, dear Tina, I forgive you for not forgiving yourself yet. Now you can write for fill in the blank. I will practice forgiving until I feel better, or until I forgive you. And the same, hugs, Tina. Now, what happens with this is you have this little note, or you have written a square on your paper, and you have this. And the practice is that you don't hold on to this. Okay. The whole point is that we're letting go of that unworthiness. We're releasing those feelings of guilt and shame. So when we write this note saying that we forgive ourselves, either for not forgiving or for that thing itself, it's a practice. And we don't want to hold on to this. So what we're going to do is, if you want, you can actually take a candle, go outside and burn this paper. Okay. Don't burn it inside, please. All right. Or you just tear it up. Okay. Tear it up. Right. Do not hold on to it, because that's what we're trying to not do. We're releasing the feelings of guilt and anxiety and shame and unworthiness. We take this piece of paper, throw it in the trash, burn it, whatever. And then do something else. So I got a joke for you. It comes from the movie Home. I used to watch it a lot of times with one of my great nephews. And it's knock, knock. Who's there? Interrupting cow. Interrupting cow. Moo. Yeah. Okay. So you're trying to say interrupting cow, somebody moves in the middle of it. Okay. It doesn't work that well by myself. So I do apologize for that. So what you want to do though is do something else. Call a friend, read a book, watch a funny video. Just don't let yourself get sucked into TikTok for too long. But you have this paper. You said you've forgiven yourself. Now you're going to let it go. It's a practice. We're practicing letting go. We're practicing forgiveness. We're practicing letting go. So you let go, throw it, burn it, whatever you decide to do, it's gone for right now. Doesn't mean it's not going to come back. Doesn't mean that, especially those big things that you're forgiving yourself for not forgiving yourself yet, that's going to take some practice. You can do this once a week. You can do it anytime the feeling comes up. You can make it a bigger thing. I'm going to have a workshop here at Success Fest, so you can definitely come to that. We're going to go a little bit deeper with this and some other things that really make it a part of your regular self-improvement practice. Okay. So you write the note, you throw it away or burn it, and you do something else to get your mind off it. So you begin to feel like you are enough. I have this great mug, right? I am enough. I probably choose this mug at least once a week for my morning tea, because we sometimes need reminders. Now, I know a lot of people have a lot of affirmations. There's affirmation work, there's like mirror work, and I definitely do some of that in my Love Fest practice. But only have an affirmation around you if it feels right. Okay. If it's a reminder, don't have anything that makes you feel bad. Don't say things like, I forgive you and I'm done, if you don't feel it. So with this practice, you want to feel it. You want to make it yours. You want to be at that place where you really are letting go of the unworthiness, that you really are moving ahead, that you really feel worthy of the hard work and getting to that next success level that you deserve. So to wrap up today, what we covered, just like I said, we were going to do a 30-second practice of forgiveness. Again, you write a note, small piece of paper, got another one in my hand. I forgive you for not forgiving yourself yet. I'll practice forgiving until I feel better. Or I forgive you for blank. You're a good person anyway. Make it your own, make it simple. It all fits in this small square. Tear it up when you're done, burn it when you're done, and physically or mentally put yourself in a different place. Watch a funny video, call a friend, read a book, get up and go for a walk, get back to your, maybe the work that you're doing. You just needed a break, whatever it is, and change your mindset because you're practicing letting it go. Okay. So even though it seems simple that you did this, you're tearing it up, you're going to tell a joke, but you're practicing letting it go. We're retraining our subconscious. Okay. We're retraining ourself to let it go when those things come up. Okay. You tear it up, throw it away, do something else, release those feelings of unworthiness, and then begin to truly know that you are enough. Maybe finish that project that day, and acknowledge yourself for doing it. So I'm so glad that you joined me today. I really hope that you try this again later in the week. Try it, do it anytime it comes up. Join me in the workshop. We'll go a little bit deeper in this forgiving your way to success and happiness. And again, I'm Tina Neese, the author of 40-Day Love Fest for You, and I hope to see you in my workshop here at Success Fest. Thank you.